headline as that's the wrong score. It was not 2-0 Spurs, it was 2-0. I'll update that. Give me a second. But United collapsed. That is what's happened today. Pathetic. 2-0 up at half-time, cruising. Absolutely cruising. Gonna win the game easy. Easy. It could have been 3, could have been 4. But I don't know what Erik ten Hag said at half-time. I don't know what he could have said. But he couldn't have said anything. What did he say? Because we've absolutely collapsed in that second half. Now, there'll be excuses. Of course there will be. And look, we can talk. Oh, we played 120 minutes. We went to penalties in our last game against Brighton on the weekend. But I don't want to hear the excuses. Today was a disgrace. You don't go 2-0 up against Spurs in what is a huge game in terms of getting top 4. Just in terms of kind of building momentum for the rest of the season. You don't go to that game, go 2-0 up, cruising at half time, and then lose the game and draw the game. Sorry, that's top. That's Arsenal. And look, I think we've only got ourselves to blame, and I think Erik ten Hag, for all of the brilliance he's done and for all the highs since he's come in, today was a real low for Erik ten Hag. I think he got it wrong. Them changes at half time, wrong subs. At half time, sorry, what he said, I don't know, but we didn't come out in the second half. We did not come out whatsoever. They score. We look like we pick up a little bit more. Something clicked and we went on the attack straight away. Bruno Fernandes had that unbelievable chance and he should have scored. Before it then Wan-Bissaka really probably should have scored as well. We missed both of those chances. We then make the subs. Eriksen came off for Fred. We brought off Jadon Sancho for Anthony Martial. Weghorst then came on for Anthony. Malacia came on. And it fell apart. Everything fell apart. It was a bizarre selection of subs. It was completely bizarre. Why Erik ten Hag made those subs? We lost complete control of the game. And look, a lot is spoken about David De Gea. And he made some good saves today. But that second goal comes from David De Gea. Now, we can blame what we want. Could we have done better in these moments? But if we're looking at the goals objectively, I think David De Gea is a big factor in both. The first one, the ball is bouncing around in the penalty box. De Gea needs to come claim that. He needs to come grab it. But he doesn't. And it falls to Pedro Porro on the edge of the box. It's a good finish from Pedro Porro. But if De Gea is more commanded of his area, he claims that and it doesn't even get to Pedro Porro. The second goal, the ball goes back to David De Gea. I think it was from Lindelof or it might have been from Shaw. There is nobody around David De Gea. Why he just first time clears it, I don't know. He gives the ball away. United aren't set up. We're literally recovering from a Spurs counter-attack. And De Gea just launches it forward to Rashford. We've got Weghorst on the pitch. And he's going for Rashford up against Christian Romero. Inevitably, Rashford loses it in the air. And United never recover. And they go and score. Directly from David De Gea's goal kick. Bizarre. I don't know why he does it. And for all of De Gea's positives, it's for all of his great saves, De Gea's mistakes and his limitations will continue to cost Manchester United. That is the truth. Look, Casemiro, he wasn't great, but I don't think he was awful today. The thing is, Casemiro's not He's not going to be able to do that number 6 role on his own. He was at the start of the season. He's not anymore. He needs a bit of help. I mean, should we just do the player ratings? David De Gea, 5. Look, I'm a big fan. I do like De Gea. I'll defend De Gea when possible, but I think today, both goals. If he's more confident, if he's a commanding goalkeeper, if he's a goalkeeper that can play with the ball at his feet, we don't concede both of them. To me, so 5. Wan-Bissaka, I don't really know why he came off. I thought he was generally okay, not awful. I don't think he was any worse than Dalot, to say the least. 6. I think Shaw played well. I think Shaw man of the match. United away form against top 9, 8 losses, 1 draw, 27 conceded. Not great, is it? Not great. And I think United have been unlucky in some away games this season. Realistically, you look at some of our away games this year. We've played 120 minutes against Brighton. We've come to this game. And we've played pretty much the same 11. This is the same squad that was in the same squad. It's the same 11 that started, apart from for Sancho over Martial. But I understand, in a way, they'll be tired. But it's the collapse that's what's disappointing. Lindelof, you've said Lindelof was bad. I don't think he was that bad. I don't think he was any worse than Wan-Bissaka. I would give him a 6. See, it will refresh us. But look, we can go against. We can play Man City and beat them. We've shown that this season. And here's the first goal. The ball comes across, and it's bouncing around. Maybe I'm being harsh on De Gea for the first goal. It's a good finish from Pedro Porro. Dalot. Matthew. Dalot. He weren't great. I don't understand why Dalot. If you're going to take one of the fullbacks off, I don't think we had to take any of them off. To be honest, Malacia came on. He weren't great from Malacia. I think Dalot was fine. 6. Casemiro weren't his best game. Weren't dreadful. 6. And I think Eriksen probably the same. Anthony, I can't really remember anything Anthony did. Tracking back, he did well, but we never really got him on the ball. I'm going to give him a 5. Bruno, first half I thought he played well. He moved out to the right, I think it was poor, but I don't like him on the right wing at all. He missed the sitter. If Bruno Fernandes scores that chance, we win this game. And because of that, I'm going to give him a 5. This team just feels comfortable after playing good in the first half. Only I don't know what Ten Hag says. That's the only thing I can't get my head around. What did Erik Ten Hag say at half time? Because first half we were so good. We were so dominant. Spurs couldn't touch us really. We could have scored loads in that first half. And we've come out in the second half and we've been so bad. So lethargic. We were dreadful in that second half. And the subs didn't help. So Bruno Fernandes gets a 5. Sancho, generally I thought he played well. I was confused when he came off. I could understand why you make the choice. If you want to bring Martial on, you've got to, for me, you probably do take Sancho off. But generally, I thought he was playing all right. So I thought it was a weird decision to take him off. And I thought Rashford was doing well at what's the word? What word am I looking for? He was pushing the Spurs team back. He had them on strings at times. Look at the goal. He's Rashford's goal. Bruno Fernandes, great long ball. And the Spurs defence just can't keep up with him. And that's what I don't get. Rashford was doing a fine job up top. Sancho was doing well on the left. Why change it? I'm a huge fan of Anthony Martial. A huge fan of his. But I didn't think, I was saying at half time, I don't see any changes necessary. I definitely didn't think that front line needed changing. Especially in that time, I thought it was a weird sub. Rashford, generally, again, I think he was all right. 6. The bench, that's where we're going to have some shockers. Fred, an absolute disaster class. He gets a 4. Malacia, 5. Weghorst, 5. Martial didn't really do much, did he? Look, I'm a fan of his, Martial. Probably a 5. And Ten Hag, I'm giving him a 4. Ten Hag. I'm a huge fan of Ten Hag, and I think first half he got it right. Second half he got it completely wrong. Sent the team out wrong after half time. Don't know what he said, what he tried to, what he's done, but it was wrong. The subs, you look at all the subs, 4 and 3 5s. So it's not good. The things Erik Ten Hag, the influence Erik Ten Hag had on that second half, lost us this game. And if that's what it feels like a loss. It's 2 points dropped, not 1 point gained. Coming into the game, if you offered me 2-2, would I have taken it? I would have considered it. I feel like we should have won it, and I came into it expecting us to win. But I guess before the game, if you say 2-2, I'd be like, yeah, go on then. But from 2-0 up, and the position we were in, we were cruising, to go on to lose it, it's embarrassing. And again, they're showing this Bruno Fernandes chance again. At 2-1, if Bruno Fernandes scores this, which he has to score for me, we win the game. Huge chance missed for Bruno Fernandes, and that's why he gets a 5. He quite easily could have been a 6 with the likes of Eriksen and Casemiro. I think the issue is in that second half, Spurs came out, they were better. You have too many 5s and average 6s, not enough good performances. You look at Shaw's 7. And then when the subs came on, well, that's from the starting 11. When the subs came on, they were all poor. Look, like I say, big fan of Martial. I like Malacia. I think Fred's hit and miss. And look, I try and like Weghorst. It gets harder and harder, but I try my best to support him. But they all came on. They were really poor, especially Fred. I think that's realistically the subs in what has lost us this game more than anything. But yeah, that's going to be it from me today anyway. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below. Hopefully, Ahmed, you are right. Varane will hopefully be back for the FA Cup final. I would actually, if I'm having to pick between Varane and Lisandro Martinez being back for the final, I would pick Martinez. I think he's much more important to us than Varane. But Luke Shaw as a centre-back is doing absolutely fantastically. He was our best player today. He got man of the match. But Varane will be massive if he is back. Ideally, we'd have Varane and Martinez back, and we could move Luke Shaw back to left back. That's when United would be at their best, but that's not going to be the case, is it? But look, like I said, thank you all for watching. If you have enjoyed, please do hit that like button below. Subscribe if you are new and you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And we will be back for the Villa game next week. I don't think we've got any... it must be. Villa on Sunday. Top 4 in the bag. Peace out. Top 4 not quite secured yet, but more or less should be. But yeah, thank you all for watching. We'll be back for the Villa game. We might have some other games trinkled in there here and there, depending on what interesting games are on. But yeah, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.